The following is a presentation of The Day.
Thank you so much for joining us. It is Thursday. That means it's live lunch break time here at theday.com. That's where we're streaming from as we speak. My name is Rick Coster. Thank you for being here. We are fortunate today to have with us Richie Kaye, who is a very fine singer-songwriter from the Hamden, New Haven area. And Richie has taken the art of being a troubadour in about as many directions as you can do it. And why don't you play us a few tunes and then we'll talk.
I'd be happy to.
Richie Kaye.
Happy to.
When I was 6 feet tall, me tiny mom said to me, go out and have a ball, 'cause it won't last till tea. It won't last till tea. Why, I didn't understand her, but I danced the right good time. Then I'm getting older, I see the right-o-eye, I see the right-o-eye. I got this feeling, oh yeah, everything is sinking, oh yeah, it happened in a blinking, oh yeah, stars already winking out, oh yeah, I'm the incredible shrinking man. Can't get my mind around it. Went straight from king to slave. From all your life afar ye. One foot in the grave. One foot in the grave. Don't know if you can see now. I'm just a speck of dust, floating on the winds and leaving all to trust. Leaving all to trust. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Hey, hey, look down here. I got this feeling, oh yeah, everything is sinking, oh yeah, it happened in a blinking, oh yeah, stars already winking out, oh yeah, I'm the incredible shrinking man, the incredible shrinking man. Well, hello. That was The Incredible Shrinking Man, not named for that science fiction movie from 1957, about something quite different. Seems that we're still in tune. There we go. I'd like to do a number from my CD Fire and Fall Back, which was issued last year. This is called Free to Be Free. Free to be me. See, I want to foresee, essentially, how did he wanna be light full and dream. I mean gleam, glow. I wanna glow, Mabusino, just so. The town upon a hillside, candles evening sky. Unconcealed, she now reveals her unseen opal eyes.
Come to Clover Farms.
Lose yourself in the possibilities for your home, yard, heart, and soul.
Come to Clover Farms.
And see what we're building for you. Offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. Yes, Block Island beckons. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Ride the high-speed Block Island Express from New London on one of 4 daily departures, where an island escape is yours at goblockisland.com. That's goblockisland.com.
So by doing the house and trade-in, you know, that we use that towards our down payment towards this condo, and it made life so much easier for us. It took all the worry out of everything.
Hey, you're watching Live Lunch Break at theday.com. My name is Rick Koster, and our guest today from Hamden is Richie. And Richie, we were talking off the air about the variety, and nowadays any kid that likes music has his choice of, she has her choice of 4 million possible styles, artists, whatever. When we were growing up, and I'm a little older than you, but there was like 8 record labels, and whatever you liked had to be on those labels or you didn't hear it, right?
That's right, you didn't hear it.
So, having said that, particularly in that last song, there is so much going on in the way you write, and it's not just a guy with an acoustic guitar doing 3 chords like Woody Guthrie. Mm-hmm. Where does it come from?
It comes from a lot of places. I've listened, when I was a young man, what really interested me was something that was exotic and different. And so I used to listen to John McLaughlin, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Larry Coryell and all that. And that sort of angry exoticism started to fail to appeal to me when I was in my 20s, and I listened to jazz standards, and I really loved those. And then I went overseas and I listened to Japanese pop and Chinese pop and sang some. I did that on television and clubs in both those places. So it's really a reflection of my life and where I've been and what my interests are.
Well, we're talking to Richie Kaye from Hamden, and a most unique and skilled songwriter. Now, where do you work? I mean, you work pretty much where you can get a gig.
Wherever you can. The business is such that people scramble for jobs. And I must say that, I do have, that I have a jazz duo with the absolutely great, wonderful Tony Lavorgna, who's a saxophone player. He's also from Connecticut. And we auditioned with 350 acts from New York, and we were accepted, one of the 30 that was accepted into the Music Under New York program. So we play in the subway, and we play in Grand Central Terminal and all that sort of stuff. And we have a wonderful audience there when we play. So I guess what I'm saying is Pete Seeger said, I've never turned down a gig. I've never refused to play for anybody. And if it's good enough for Pete Seeger, it's good enough for me.
And if we're going to stand here with an artist who can reference John McLaughlin, Chinese pop, and Pete Seeger all within 3 minutes, then I'm pretty damned happy about it. So
you're very kind, Rick.
This is Richie Kaye. You want to play a few more for us?
Sure.
Welcome to Live Lunch Break.
Now I'm going to do some shameless self-promotion. This next number is off of, and all of these numbers are off of This, which is Fire and Fall Back, my CD, it's also available on CD Baby and iTunes. I get a little more money if you buy it from CD Baby, but it's the same price. It's under $10. Richie Kaye, K-A-Y-E, Fire and Fall Back. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for being patient. This next song I would like to set up a little bit for you. It's called Gremlins and God, and I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression of it. You see, it's sung by one man about an aging rock and roller, but the first part of the song is sung by the man, not the rocker, but the singer, when he's a young man. And after the solo, he's singing about that same aging rock and roller, but he's looking at it from a different perspective with a little bit of age. Gremlins and God.
He's an aging rock and roller god, a paunchy little bod. The crowd used to get high on dope, now the crowd gets high on God. Now the crowd gets high on God. He croons his love for Jesus and the crowd gets high on God. He used to be hot-blooded, Jim Morrison in leather pants, but the Lizard King died young enough to live, and this guy's dying on stage, you dig. He's dying up on stage, you dig. Oh, I'm laughing it up, just watching him prance. Hell, I see his underpants. He's just a hunched up, white-haired, buck-toothed, clad in black, spectacled, impotent old fool. Riding his gremlin to gigs, packing his bags with all of his wigs. Now here's the same guy, but he's a lot older. He's an aging rock and roller, praise his name that he shook smack. He turned his life around and says he's never ever going back. He swears he's never going back, and I believe him. Yes, he trues his love for Jesus and the crowd has a heart attack. He used to be hot-blooded, you know what, with gals and guys, but now he's a faithful celibate, swears to never tell no lies. I swear he's never told me no lies. Oh, I'm laughing it up, just watching him prance. He's got that crowd in a trance. He's just a simple man, old school, empty wallet, sleeps well, shirt off his back, salt of the earth Joe. Takes his mama to lunch sometimes, congregation love him so. He's just a hunched up, white-haired, buck-toothed, clad in black, spectacled, salt of the earth Joe. Takes his mama to lunch sometimes, congregation love him so. There you go. I hope no one took offense at that. Sorry about that. You folks at home shouldn't have to see this. But this is what it's like live. Can you imagine they used to do half-hour shows live with lots of people? Ah, that's the life.
Here's a song that's going to go out there a little bit, and it's called "Once I Opened a Bundle," which is a phrase I stole from a wonderful book by Willard Espy called Oysterville, in which he recollects the life of his ancestors, who were the original oysterers in Oregon. And he relates reading a diary of his grandmother in the 1880s, in which she writes something that I've forgotten, but she used the phrase, "Once I opened a bundle," and suddenly a song was born. Here it is. I'm going to get a little sip of water first, if you don't mind. I might be out of camera shot for a second. Well, thank you for indulging me. Once I opened a bundle when nobody happened to be looking. Hands a twitch with desire, searching for Moses in the rushes. Who are you to look upon my face? You with eyes that cannot see. Never hid, yet hiding in plain sight. It's you who must discover me.
offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Where an island escape is yours at GoBlockIsland.com.
So literally, we're changing deeds. You're using your house at an agreed upon number towards a down payment for the purchase here. It couldn't be much easier, really.
Come to Cloder Farms.
We believe in the art of handcrafted furniture. Workbench built in the USA to your specifications. The Cloder Farms Keystone Collection. Furniture handmade just for you. And see what we're building for you.
You are out there with Richie Kaye at Live Lunch Break, and that was, of course, an allusion to the last song that he played, Once I Opened the Bundle. We were talking before your last little set there about the variety of influences, and you've got a lot of them. What I want to know is the song before that, Gremlins of God, was almost straight blues.
Yeah, yeah.
The second one was something that I could have imagined the key changes. It was like something Yes would write.
Prog rock, yeah.
So walk us through how you write a song. Why couldn't Gremlins tune have been the prog rock song? There's got to be something working there.
Well, it usually comes as an idea that I have no control over. There's one song which I'm not going to be doing today, which is called Inner Spaceman, and literally I woke up one morning and I heard it as I was waking, and I just said, okay, you want to write it? Go ahead, write it. And that one is really way out, but I don't want to stand in the way. Sometimes I'll get the idea, I'll put something down, it'll make sense to me, but then it might be a year or two until the rest of it comes in focus. It's not like, when I hear people talk about the artistic process, there's really none. That's a consumer thing, that's manufacturing. It's created, as of itself.
Interesting. So when I was listening to Gremlins, you alluded to the Lizard King in there, Jim Morrison, and again, that was a really cool idea for a song, to have your perspective and perhaps a hero change from the time you're a young man to an older man. So is it fair to ask, was that song based on anybody?
Well, I saw on PBS, and I wish PBS would do less of the great hits. I know they're doing fundraising and all that, but I'd like to see people who are unknown or less well known. But they happened to put the Doors at the Hollywood Bowl '68.
Yeah.
And when I remember Jim Morrison on the Ed Sullivan Show, he was like a young male god to other younger males, and with his leather pants and his, it looked great.
He had the charisma.
Now, but that was then.
Right.
Now I'm an older man, and I see that in a much different light, and I'm not as thrilled with what I see as I once was. So I thought, wait a second, what if Jim Morrison were now 65 years old? How would we view him, and how would the people who grew up with him view him now? And that's, I guess, where it started.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So I love to talk to songwriters about stuff like this, and you certainly have got an array of really cool things going on.
Thank you. Glad to share them with you.
So, you're watching Live Lunch Break. I'm Rick Coster. This is Richie Kaye. And why don't you play a couple more for us?
Okay, I will. Be happy to. This next one, I played the Wounded Warrior Festival in Manhattan a while back, and I wanted to write a song that was for that festival, and it decided it wanted to write itself the day after, so I didn't sing it out there. But I wanted to do something that was respectful to veterans and to their family members as well. This is called The Bones of Lieutenant Jones, and I think I'm going to try to finger pick this one. He said, and so we lie here in bed, finally together again.
I'm sorry my temper you bled. I guess I'm just not the man you knew back when. Baby, wipe the sand from my eyes. I've no tears left to cry, for the desert wind has left them dry, dry as a bone, as white as the light. Oh, 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 the bones of Lieutenant Jones. Somewhere, his bones. She said, you are alive in the bitter sea, fiery waves engulfingly, unceasing remembered agony. The battle yet rages inside thee. I'll hold you and rock you to sleep and pray you God to keep. Let the waves of my tears wash over thee. The two of us will set you free. The bones of Lieutenant Jones. Well, maybe I ought to pick it up a little bit. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. How about a sad song? There are altogether too many happy songs, aren't there? We need to commiserate sometimes. Maybe over a drink, maybe not. Maybe just with a song like this. This is called After a Moment. Why won't the birds sing anymore? Or have they all just flown away? Why won't the grass grow green? Or is it that my my lies, how she cries. The time has come to answer for my sins. The sun goes down and twilight thus begins. Alone and on this rocky shore, how I wish I'd loved you all the more, all the more. If it's really my time to go, I won't stand in the way. It's all been too much of a Tory show.
It's pretty clear that we had something to offer that other listings, other agents' listings did not have to offer. We offered them the opportunity to sell their home, get their home sold in a very slow, tough market.
Come to Cloder Farms.
Lose yourself in the possibilities for your home, yard, heart, and soul.
Come to Cloder Farms.
And see what we're building for you. Offshore, out in the Sound, your island getaway awaits. Yes, Block Island beckons. With so much to do and see, a Block Island getaway is now closer than ever. Ride the high-speed Block Island Express from New London on one of 4 daily departures, where an island escape is yours at GoBlockIsland.com. That's GoBlockIsland.com.
You are watching Live Lunch Break here at theday.com. My name is Rick Koster, and we are talking, Richie Kaye and I, about, again, the variety of influences that have been pervasive as we get decidedly old. And that last tune, I guess the next one's going to be about
It is,
a contemplation on age as well.
You know, there's a lot of young people's music, but I love a mature woman's voice. I just love it. And there are a lot of great young lady singers, but I miss that sound. I also miss real big male singers, but you know.
Today's contemporary pop is intriguing.
It certainly is. I mean, there's a great deal of talent. I mean, there's such a
Absolutely
depth
there is.
of talent
Absolutely.
we have in this country. And it's all over. And I hope that in the future it's able to be better used.
That's what an adept way to put that, and delicate. Now let me ask you this, because you have displayed, here's the great thing about Richie Kaye, what I've learned today and what I was listening to, is there's such a variety of this musical influence and style, but it all comes through. I would know you now, if it came up on the radio, I would go, that's Richie Kaye, whether it was blues,
Oh, thank you.
Broadway.
Thank you.
And so that's, now what that makes me wonder is, some of these are pretty intricately arranged songs. Have you ever thought full band, just to see what it would sound like?
I have wanted to very much. This project started out as that. The fellows that I was working with had, precious a life and couldn't do it, but I very much would like to work on these songs, original music with talented musicians. And if anyone sees this, you're welcome to get in touch with me if you can play.
That would be fun. It would be interesting to hear a lot of this in a band. But by the same token, what I said stands. It works very much.
Thank you.
With you and the guitar. So now, as you alluded to earlier, Fire and Fall Back is the album you released last year.
Right.
And where can folks get this?
The best place, most people, if you want the CD, it's available on cdbaby.com. If you search Richie Kaye, K-A-Y-E, you'll see I have 2 albums there. One is classic American jazz with great and wonderful Tony Livornia, and then Fire and Fall Back, which is this music that you're hearing now. That's also available on CD Baby or iTunes. You can find them both at that place.
The bigger royalties would come from?
Well, the artist makes more money. That's a very important question.
It is.
The artist makes more with CD Baby than with iTunes, and so I would prefer CD Baby if that's convenient for you.
But you're damn glad if anybody does it anyway.
That's correct.
So, now, you also have more than one website.
Yes, that's right.
Where can people find you?
RichieKaye.com is the best place. I have an EPK electronic press kit on Sonic Bids, which has basically the same information. Some clips are there. If you go on earbits.com, earbits.com, you can listen to a lot of great voices. A lot of great musicians are on that. That's a curated collection. I'm on that as well.
When's the next time you're going to be in public?
I don't know. I'm talking right now for something in Manhattan in the beginning of June, but my May calendar is open, and I'd be happy to play wherever anyone might be interested.
And we would love to see you in this part of the world more often. So
thank you. Well, I love Connecticut. You know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Play us one more tune.
I will.
All right, Richie Kaye.
Guess what? I'm a 50. So what? I'm thrifty with time. Oh, sublime is time. Now I'll never swear an oath, but I swear I won't waste it this time. No, no. Guess what? I'm a living. So what? What's living a lie? Oh, pie in the sky is a lie. Now I'll never swear an oath, but I swear I won't break it this time. No, no. What do I have to complain? The rain falls vainly is plain. It falls on the just and the unjust the same. But I'm not to blame, 'cause I got the flame. Guess what? I'm a grateful. So what? Who wouldn't be grateful with these skies? Oh, dispelling the sighs of rainbow eyes. Now I'll never swear an oath, but I swear I won't waste it this time. No, no. Guess what? Guess what? Guess.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Richie Kaye from Hamden, Connecticut. Go find his record on CD Baby and iTunes. Next week we've got Matt Gowett. Thank you for joining us at Live Lunch Break here at theday.com. And my name is Rick Coster, and we're out.